Now, I would expect that MasterAsia sort of ringing a bell with some of you guys. If you don't remember, there was one really ridiculous matchup between him and TT1 on Lost Temple. It was a game that HD commentated, and it was like an hour long or more. It was looking like a draw game, but at long last, I mean, one of the winners, did emerge. Just a crazy battle. So maybe if you guys are recognizing the name, that might be where it's from. Nonetheless, Zerg player, pink Zerg player at the 7 o'clock position, and then to the northeast we got SwIsS. SwIsS, the red Terran player. Haven't heard as much about this guy. This is one of the matches from the Craft Cup tournament, which is a weekly European online tournament, actually. So, a little bit of money on the line here, and both players obviously going to want to win this tournament. So I would certainly expect this to be a good game. I hope it's a good game. I mean, I've been taking a look at a lot of different replays today. I just haven't found any games I'm pleased with. I'm just going to cast this one. Hopefully it turns out well. We're just going to have to wait and see. Getting right into the commentary now, we do have a pretty standard opener from the Terran player. Does not have any early refinery, no gas yet, so I doubt we're going to see the Reapers. Yeah, no gas actually for the Zerg player either, which is a little bit unusual in, lots of Zerg matches these days. You see players going for one of the geysers pretty early just to get enough gas to go for the metabolic boost, get that Zergling speed out as soon as possible. Not the case today, though. Does have that spawning pool, went down at 15 supply, and I'm wondering if he's going to get a gas soon or if he's going to go for an FE or what. We're just going to have to wait and see as the first racks for SwIsS is arriving now. Finally does have a refinery up. Going to be getting that gas, no add-on, but an early marine. So this drone is not going to be allowed to hang around in SwIsS's base for too much longer. He's just going to see the timing, of that orbital command, and he's going to see the refinery, but nothing too revealing, in terms of SwIsS's build. We actually do have an FE going down, so it was a 14 pool followed by a 16 hatch for MasterAsia. That SCV was able to, scout it. He does know what's going on. Did see the timing of everything that's going on in the Zerg base. Still no gas yet. Excuse me about that. And a factory actually as well going up is going to completely wall off this choke point at the top of the ramp. The extra supply depot down the mineral line, nothing too exciting there, but we do have a factory, so I'm wondering if SwIsS is going to go a little bit more mech heavy or, some kind of infantry ball with maybe metabacks overhead. Just going to have to wait another minute or so to find out exactly what SwIsS is up to. A couple speedlings moving out. I do like the Zerg presence on Steps of War today. We have pretty good map control for MasterAsia. He is going to, have speedlings. Oh, heads to the top of the ramp, doesn't even take any marine fire. He's going to spot that factory. Ooh, very early command center as well for SwIsS. So we are going to see a pretty fast expansion down at this natural. As well in the Zerg base, we have a Roach Warren on the way, and at long last, the first extractor has arrived. So finally getting some gas. He's going to put 3 drones on it. It's pretty standard there. But still, still containing, not containing, but still keeping an eye on this front door. MasterAsia was able to spot that tech lab as well. So are we going to see Infernal Pre-Igniter? Are we going to see the Siege Tech? Siege Tech it is. So going to see some Siege Tanks early, and certainly, heading for a little bit of a more macro-oriented game for this Terran player, as he's going for this pretty fast expansion, especially for Terran. You don't usually see command centers this soon. Another factory as well, so no starport, but we do have 2 factories that have gone down. So definitely going to see some siege tanks in the mix. Spine crawler here, I guess better safe than sorry to get that spine up, but I don't really anticipate any early pressure from SwIsS given the circumstances of this map. Still keeping an eye. I like this Overlord on the high ground. You can see just barely on the high ground there. So not going to be... Actually, the Terran player can see it. So that's kind of interesting. I would have thought that seeing this circle here on the high ground would have been harder for him to see. But, not the case. Overlord is exposed there. But nonetheless, just starting to saturate. We do have the drone count and worker count, rather, neck and neck at 26. Scan going down here for the Terran player. He's going to see the Roach Warren, but, I don't know if that scan was really worth the minerals that he was sacrificing with that mule. Going to lift off this barracks and see what he does with it there. Actually not lifting off the orbital command as soon as it arrived. Instead, building that initial SCV and finally getting that orbital command out. So SwIsS is going to try to fortify his position here at his natural expansion. Going to take out that early Speedling. And that Speedling, pretty vital, did see SwIsS moving out, so I certainly would expect that although this orbital command has not been scouted, MasterAsia does know that the Terran player is expanding, and take note on the production tab, we don't have any more drones coming. It is all Zerglings at this point, 46 Zerglings already on the map, 8 more on the way. So it looks like the Zerg player MasterAsia is going to be advancing with these Speedlings, going to be moving in, but we do have siege tanks, we do have Marines. Is this going to be enough? The initial Speedlings going to be surrounding the Marines, some Speedlings heading up to the base, some Speedlings heading to the natural mineral line. And are they going to be able to take out these tanks? That is going to prove to be vital. A lot of SCVs have gone down at the natural expansion, and this sieged up siege tank gone down along with the non-sieged up one just next to the factory, and SwIsS calls GG. So that is it. Good game sense by MasterAsia. Just that's what happens when you're a pro. I mean, you know the timing of these builds so well, and he knows precisely when to push in. So he stopped drone